Hey guys, so last video I made why you suck at poker was pretty good success for my channel, so I'm going to be making another one, probably get more into like the math behind poker. I know math's scary sometimes, but in the meanwhile, while I'm editing that, because I want to make it like a little bit better, probably use some graphics, I wanted to test out this program that I have here called GTO Wizard. This I'm not affiliated with this program at all, but this is like the greatest tool for like getting good at poker. The other video I wanted to make is how to get good when you're just starting off in poker. So this is going to be more advanced stuff. The settings here. So uh, this is their training tool. If you can see, yeah, I set up the parameters over here. So this is big blind versus button in a single raise pot. And this is 100 big blinds deep. We're going to play from the full hand, and we're going to start on the flop. So how the action went, and I'm going to do a couple of these, just a quick little video. And the button raised, I called from the big blind, and then it just start. Then the hand will just start, okay? And then it's going to tell us right down here, best move accuracy, stuff like that. And it's going to probably give us EV in a little bit, but I might be able to set that up later. Um, and yeah, I just wanted to do a couple of these. I just bought a subscription. I think a subscription to this is like the starting package. I only bought the starting package because I don't know how much I'm going to be using this in the next month, but when the winter starts, I'm going to be using this a lot. So I think it's either like 40 bucks or like 60. It's pretty pricey, but this is amazing. So he raised. We have queen 4-4. We have diamonds, and I think this is like a pure check. So over here it's going to show our accuracy, uh, and it's gonna do best move, etc. So far so good. Oh wow, this is really cool. I'm gonna show Hero do the ranges maybe the next hand. So he bets half pot on Queen for 4. I think this is a pure call. The reason why we're not leading here out of position is because he has overpair advantage since he was the 3 better, and we'll show the range. I could show the ranges in the next hand. So this is, I think, like a pure call. And again, this is a correct move, two best moves. So far so good. 6 on the turn. I don't think we're going to be leading here. There's no straights that are actually there. He can have a 4, obviously. I mean, the ranges are super wide in this configuration. So I'm going to go ahead and check again, which is the correct move, as you can see over here. And he checks back, and the 10 of spades, bringing in the front door flush, and it's on us. So this is going to be the hardest part of this in general, but this is the hardest part about poker in general, is figuring out a bet size. I think, and you could check here too. I'm debating between a bet and a check. So if we go through the thought process, we can definitely have spades here. We can definitely have uh, fours. We can have some combos of no. Neither of us have pocket tens, so the boats are going to be queen 4 and probably not 4-6 of or yeah, we will have 4-6 of diamonds, and that's basically it. So I think personally with this sizing or with this river, like let's say we have a flush, how big do we want to bet with our flushes? I'm gonna go right around 60%. We are out of position. I don't think we're gonna be using any of these 3 down here, and we might be checking. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a mix between this and check, but I could be wrong. Let's do it. Best move. Awesome. Wow. Okay. Proud of myself. And he calls it 10-7. So uh, I'm glad I did. Glad I got that 100% right at Game Theory Optimal. So I played the hand perfectly. So gave me okay. We'll go to the next hand. So let me for this hand just to do it. I'm gonna do show heroes range and shows opponents range. Oh, show range comparison too. Let's just start this. Okay, so here's the ranges on the side. Button versus Big blind versus small. So we're gonna be here. Okay. So I'll just expand this. Wow, this tool is amazing, man. This tool is amazing. So this is gonna be our range on the left and his range on the right. So let's just. This is gonna be kind of easy since we flopped this a really good hand. So we are going to check here. So if you look at the ranges here, he actually has the combos of kings and we don't. I just want to make sure you guys can see this. So this is remember this isn't a game theory optimal setting, guys. So and then they have a couple other statistics up here, and they bucket some of the hands like best hands, good hands. Like look at this, like best hands. So his best hands are going to be higher up on the. Oh, I'm pointing with my finger. His best hands are going to be higher up on the range, as you guys can see. Remember, he's on the right. He's going to have pocket kings, pocket aces, ace king, all 16 combos of ace king, all 16 combos of uh, queen king. We block a couple combos, but without him knowing it, he knows he has 16 combos. So, but the good part is we have our exact hand is king jack. I mean king queen. Sorry, I don't know why I said jack. Uh, so we block a bunch of combos of kings. So he goes for a range bet. So I'll be going over range bets in my two future videos. So my next two videos are going to be pot odds and what's a range bet and what are the pot odds. So, but I need to edit those, like I said. So let's go into this. Uh, we're obviously not folding, but the question is, do we raise or do we call? Um, I think being at the top of our range, we are going to, without a flush draw, it's going to be a mix, I think. I'm going to go with call and see. Okay, it was the correct move so far. All right, five of hearts on the turn. Probably no leading here, so going to go with the check. He bets 70% pot, and I think this is definitely a raise. So if we bet 100% of the pot, that would be 15 6 or let's do 14 21 plus 15 30 like 5ish. The pot would be 35 if he calls with 66 plus the 9 would be 70, so it would set up a um, river jam. So this would probably be the correct sizing if we're going to raise, which I mean I think this is like a slam dunk raise. Wow, it actually says that this was an inaccuracy. We'll go over that after this. Total EV loss. So we're losing 0.1% of a big blind there. Um, and then the Jack of Diamonds on the river is a clear all in. And yeah. So two inaccuracies. He has a full house, but that doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can see on the turn. He likes a call. That's strange. I wonder why they like a call. But if you can see the EV differences, so guys, see down here, so it says um, what percentage of the time of a frequent, this is frequency, what percentage of the time this solver wants to bet, and then the total EV. So I put in raise uh, 100% of the pot, and that's going to give us 14.38 EV, and call gives us 14.5. So we didn't really mess up this hand. Like I said, this is kind of an easy one. So let's go to a different spot. Oh, I like these spots. This is a really, really cool spot that comes up all the time. You get your button, typical like casino reg raises, and you have pocket sixes, and you're gonna do no raising. So you call and you get this weird flop because you have a spade and you have one over. You have overs to the bottom card. So what do? Well, there's probably no leading because there's nothing connected that's going to give you a range advantage here. So I think checking is definitely, definitely the best play. All right, ace on the turn. When he checks back, I cannot see us betting this ace. That it favors him so heavily. I just, I I don't see any bluffs at all. I think this is going to be a pure check. And it was. I want to see if pause after a mistake. Let's do that. Pause game after a mistake. And 4 on the river. I don't think we can go for thin here. I think we should bluff catch. Like if he bets pot, we're gonna bluff catch here. But he could, cause he's gonna, if he bets his 7, which is really the only one that beats us, it's gonna be very mergy of him, and he checks it down. We win the hand, and we made all the correct plays. Not the hardest hand in the world. 10 8 7, like this flop. I'm gonna do like one or two more, guys. 10 9 7. I'm sorry, and we have backdoor diamonds. So look, first question is there any leading? Well, let's think about that for a second. What is the nuts? The nuts is 8 jack, and let's go to jack 8 here. Where is it? Jack 8. We have jack 8 here. He has the jack 8 here, wherever it is. So we go to our best hands. Uh, it seems to be pretty even, 7.8, 7.1. Good hands, he has, so the best hands, this would be nut advantage, is about the same, so there's probably no leading. Good hands, he has more, so again, no betting for us. Weak hands, we have more weak hands, it's the same. And trash hands, we have more trash, so this is going to be a pure check. This is kind of like cheating, guys. This is like a cheat sheet, but I just wanted to show sort of how you should be thinking about the hand. This is going to be a check, and he bets 1/3. Let's turn off ranges. Open a new window. Okay. Oh, strategy. Wow. Show hero strategy. Okay, that would be complicated. Just want to show this really quick. This is going to show frequencies and what my full strategy actually is. We could go on that later. This tool is amazing. I don't see any. Uh, I don't see any raising here. I mean, how could you raise this? You know. 2 of hearts. The nuts are the same, but equities are going to be slightly different because of heart draws. The question is, do we check raise? It doesn't matter. I think there's no check raising if you bet. And the jack of clubs. Let's see what sizing we want to go with. So we have the bottom end of the straight, okay, with the 8, but what sizing do we want to go with? We're out of position. I'm thinking we're going to go something like a small bet call. Let's do that. And that was an inaccuracy. The best would be to check. Hmm. To check and maybe have him bluff the river and cuz I mean with ace jack, I mean we don't know his hand, but the EV, just so you guys know, the EV is almost the same. So if you look at the EV of all of these, the only one that's kind of losing sort of a lot of EV is an all-in. So I don't think this is a massive mistake. We're losing about 1/10 of a percent of the pot. So let's play one more hand, guys. Let's skip this one. This is, I mean, when you flop like Jin, like what are we learning here? You know? Uh, next hand. Okay. Okay. Cool spot here with King Queen. 1/3. We were expecting 1/3 very heavily here when it's Jack Jack 6, and this is gonna be a pure call. Um, and then another 6. So Jack Jack 6 6, pure rainbow. Very interesting spot. I can't see any reason to bet here. Do you guys see any reason to bet here? Check check. And with our king high, we have showdown. If we bet, what are we making call that's worse? Queen high, we block a couple combos of queen high. And he could have ace high a huge percentage of the time, which is just okay. But with the showdown value and where we are in our range, since we are in the middle of our range, I think a check again is good. And we lose, but we played it perfectly in terms of game theory. So guys, I think, man, I could do this all day. I think this is just like so fun. Uh, This is a great tool. Uh, just Yeah, it's called GTO Wizard. Like and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to see more of these, I'm gonna do way more. I might stream this and just do like an hour of this. I mean, I really like it. This is just a great tool. And maybe I could zoom it up. I'm looking at my other screen. Yeah. But all right, guys, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys.